Computer science is everywhere in our world at the moment, and it's only getting bigger. Those future coders, programmers, app developers, computer scientists at their base form are here in 5th grade now and younger.
And today you're going to be diving into a day of coding and computer science, and you're not going to be taught by your normal teachers. We are excited. Capture that.
4-H is the largest youth development organization in the country. We serve more than 6 million kids in pretty much every community, every county, every parish. We're more than 100 years old. And it's not simply learning about coding or learning about robotics. It's about the idea of learning the approach to be able to explore the world in new and creative ways and take that kind of technology approach to anything that a young person wants to explore in their life.
National Youth Science Day is where we convene on a day in October to come together with youth from all across the country to do a coding activity. The first one was called Code Your Dance, where they were able to use an algorithm to make their own dance move. And the second one was using a program called Scratch with CS first with Google in order to animate a name.
Maybe I could add like a return to the unicorn thing because it just like turned and stayed in color.
When I was 12 years old, I first started making games on my T89 graphing calculator. I didn't really think of that as coding at all. And when I went to college, I found my way into computer science course and I just loved it right away. There's so much more that can be learned just by coding. It's not just about the code, it's about the teamwork, it's about the creativity, it's about problem solving, it's about resilience. Just seeing that they are capable of conquering this thing that seems really hard on the surface and really complicated. Just to showcase that they're capable of doing that is a skill that they could use going forward in college or in their careers, no matter what they decide to do.
For me as an IndyCar driver, the computer sciences and programming is very critical to what I do in the race car. As the first licensed driver with diabetes to ever race in the Indy 500, my health is even more critical. I wear a continuous glucose monitor that transmits to a display. And that display actually plugs into the car's data system. I had to work with data and electronics engineers to create a translation box so that that receiver now speaks a language that the car can read, so that when I'm racing 500 miles at 230 miles an hour, my blood glucose number shows up right on my steering wheel. So just like the car data, I have my body data right there together.
Right now, computer science jobs are mainly pulling from only a portion of our population because there's so many people who haven't had access to that education and because of feelings that they don't belong, because they don't necessarily fit that stereotype of a typical computer programmer. I think that it's important that we're giving kids a fun introduction to programming and show them that, hey, they can do it.
And I think that's one of the big messages for kids is that you don't have to start writing pages and pages of code for it to be cool. You can start working in these programs and building your own codes and algorithms and processes that make it special to you and make it personal to you. It's about having computer science be a pathway for these kids to figure out what they enjoy, what they like, and how computer science works into that world for the future.